This is the 2014 Snow Sculpture in the Dark competition in Loveland, Colorado. It was an exciting event that brought thousands of spectators to downtown Loveland throughout the week. The 9 teams all brought a unique design concept to the event, and their completed sculptures were on display for the enjoyment of the public and judging. The wild card for the event was the weather. Just days before the competition took place, local temperatures were dropping into the negative teens, with more than 12 inches of snowfall in some areas. But then the sun came out, eventually raising the temperature by more than 50 degrees at the end of the competition. To kick off the event, community teams turned out on Monday night to help stomp the snow into the sculpture forms that the teams would use during the week. Then on Tuesday, the teams drew numbers for their blocks and started working the snow. That's when the weather began its change and the sculpture teams had to adjust their strategy.
The weather has played a huge part in the actual execution of the snow sculptures this year here in Loveland.
The weather is a great fourth man on everyone's team. It's the same for everyone. Everyone's pieces are melting the same.
This is just all the water buildup from all the melting ice. It's coming around these tips and making it really, really soft.
Trying to get more of the horse defined and get the rocker defined down here, and then we've got to slow up a bit because you don't want to get it too thin.
We don't want to work on any details till closer to the end because of the warm weather.
We put the tarp up because today the sun is actually out. Yesterday it was pretty overcast, so we were lucky. We do have the lucky spot with the tallest building.
I'm just going to keep focusing on the front of it. I can work on this side after the sun goes past a certain point, and I'll try to work with the sun, and I won't work with the tarps as much as everybody else.
Overnight winds caused significant evaporation to the designs, and the competitors were forced to rebuild and resculpt their blocks each morning.
We had a bit of a meltdown overnight with the wind, but we've got things well under control.
The sculptors were quick to acknowledge that the winning team would be determined by their approach to the weather.
It's going to be a play on the weather. Whoever plays the weather the best
is going to win.
They'll win for sure.
The setbacks didn't seem to affect the sculptors, and their enthusiasm and spirits remained high. Occasional impromptu snowball fights even erupted on the line. On Friday, the competition area was blocked off to traffic, and special lighting was added to each sculpture. Spectators descended on the area, getting a glimpse of the unfinished designs and providing much appreciated encouragement for the work the teams had done. The real push in the competition came in the middle of the night on Friday, just 12 hours before judging. The sculptors worked feverishly, taking advantage of the evening dip in temperatures, adding final detail to their sculpture, and making last-minute preparations for what the daytime temperatures would do.
These guys are out here banging away at their piece. We're banging on ours. We're banging on theirs. I mean, we're past the point of freaking delirium. This is all part of it. And why we're here is just because of the temperatures. I mean, Mother Nature is our fourth member, and we deal with it. And if you got to carve early in the mornings to get that right temperature, that's what we do.
It is about 2 in the morning, and me and my fellow snow carvers are out here finishing up our design to get ready for judging tomorrow morning.
We're dead tired. I mean, we don't make sense. We don't anything. We can't talk a normal conversation, but we all speak snow right now.
Sadly, the warmer weather proved too much for one sculpture, and by early the next morning, it had partially collapsed under the weight of the melting snow.
We've been fighting the weather all week, and we finally get a nice cold night, and temperatures came back down to freezing. We had all 3 artists here. We started really going to town and mowing through the piece, getting a lot of progress done. 3:30 rolls around and the temperature changes. It rises all the way to 52 degrees and we start to see the piece melt again. And we've made a lot of progress and changed a lot of stuff and gotten everything real thin and sharp, so there's nowhere we can go with it. As about 5 o'clock rolls around, things are starting to cool down again, but we lost the head. It came down and brought everything with it. Unfortunately, that was just a spelling of doom, because around 10 o'clock, an hour before judging, we ended up losing the whole overhang with it as well. Had a lot of fun with the group. The artists were lots of fun. The collaboration was great, but Mother Nature won this time.
Throughout Saturday, the spectators continued their support and walked the line of sculptures to see what final touches the designers had made. They were also treated to free carriage rides, sculpture blocks for the kids, a penguin ring toss, food vendors, and live music. Judging started at 11 a.m. and the award ceremony was held at 3. Third place went to Team The Enchanted Forest.
We are the Enchanted Forest from Arvada, Colorado, and we took 3rd place.
Second place went to Team Scream.
We are Team Scream. We won 2nd place. It's roses are red, Loveland is sweet. I'm going to scream if you don't give me a treat.
And first place went to Team Breckenridge.
Double fisting it here in Loveland, Colorado. Just won first place at the state competition.
And the People's Choice Award was presented to Team Snowfuds.
We won the People's Choice Award, Team Fuds. Until next year, when we will continue our reign of the People's Choice Award.
Thank you to everyone who came out in support of the event, and especially to the sculptors who spent an entire week creating works of art for our enjoyment. This has been the 2014 Snow Sculpture in the Dark event in Loveland, Colorado.